The Time-Traveling Teacup, A Race Against Time. One stormy evening, thunder crashed and rain lashed against the windows of Ethan's grandmother's old house. As a crack of lightning lit up the sky, Ethan stumbled upon an ancient wooden box tucked away in the shadows of her attic. It was coated in dust, its rusty latch clinging to secrets lost over time. Curiosity sparked, Ethan pried it open, revealing a peculiar teacup engraved with strange glowing symbols. No sooner had his fingers brushed its surface than a faint, ghostly whisper filled the room. "Time is breaking! History needs you!" His heart pounded as a crack of light erupted from the teacup, pulling him into an adventure unlike anything he had ever dreamed. Suddenly, the attic trembled as the teacup glowed brighter and brighter, weaving golden threads of energy in the air. Before Ethan's wide eyes, the projection of a wise and familiar historian materialized. A booming yet gentle voice, the exclaimed, "Someone is tampering with time itself! Important moments in history are disappearing. Ethan, you must travel through time and fix the wrongs before the fabric of history unravels. There's no time to lose." Before he could so much as blink, the teacup spun in the air, pulling him into a swirling vortex of light and shadows. His brave journey had begun. Ethan tumbled out of the vortex, landing in soft golden sand. Squinting in the blazing sun, he was awestruck by the sight before him, the Great Pyramid of Giza. However, something was dreadfully wrong. The pyramid, one of the grandest wonders of the world, was fading away like a mirage. A hooded figure stood smugly atop the crumbling stones, clutching an ancient blueprint. Near him, a young pharaoh shouted in distress, "My people's legacy is disappearing! Stop that thief!" Ethan sprinted into action, weaving through a maze of heavy stones and dodging collapsing sections. Using his wits, he solved the hieroglyphic puzzle guarding the pyramid's secret chamber, retrieving a hidden artifact that restored the structure to its magnificent form. The hooded figure escaped, but Ethan knew the chase had just begun. Ethan didn't even have time to catch his breath before the teacup whisked him away again. This time, he found himself aboard a colossal wooden ship being battered by monstrous waves. The ship creaked and groaned, on the brink of destruction, as sailors shouted and scurried to save it. "The compass! Without it, navigation as we know it will vanish forever!" cried a frantic sailor. There, on the slippery decks, stood the shadowy villain once more, holding the world's first compass over the edge of the ship. "This storm will take history with it," he sneered. Thinking fast, Ethan tied himself to the mast with a loose rope, braving the fury of the storm. He snatched the compass from the villain's grip in a daring leap before the artifact could be lost to the depths. With a flash of light, the ship steadied, and the compass returned to its rightful place in history. The year 3000 was a world beyond Ethan's wildest imagination. Towers of shimmering glass reached into the clouds, skies buzzed with flying vehicles, and streets hummed with energy. But as Ethan admired the futuristic city, a chilling silence set in. There were no books, no stories, not even a memory of the past. "In a world without history," said the villain triumphantly, "the future belongs to chaos." Ethan saw time cracks spreading like spider webs across the sky. Focusing on the teacup, he unleashed its hidden power, drawing knowledge from the past to rebuild the city's history. The villain faded into nothingness as books and stories filled the city with light and meaning once more. In the blink of an eye, Ethan was back in the attic, breathless and exhilarated. The teacup, now warm and glowing faintly, spoke its final riddle. "The past shapes the future. Never forget its lessons." Ethan smiled, placing the teacup carefully back in the wooden box. He noticed a glowing book on the shelf, a sign that his adventures might not be over. What historical mystery would you solve if you had a time-traveling teacup? Imagine stepping into another world, where you meet ancient kings, brave explorers, or futuristic inventors. Just like Ethan, you can bring history to life and make it part of your story. History is full of secrets and lessons. What will you discover today? Let your imagination run wild. Your adventure awaits. For more such insightful and amazing stories, please subscribe to our channel and don't forget to press the bell icon so you never miss the notification of any new story. Keep enjoying new stories on Amazing Stories.